we live?
You're live.
All right. Do you want to come say hi before you go?
This is our producer, director.
The behind the scenes magic.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Interior decorator.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. There we go. This ginger stuff is amazing. So I'm a little bit sick, and I barely have a voice, but it's my last day in Florida, and I wanted to do a podcast with my special guest. Welcome to PapaCast, episode 6, I guess I'm at now. Finally, I have a female perspective.
You're welcome.
Do you have a pronoun? We're in Florida after all. Do you guys believe in that here?
She, her.
She, her. You've heard
Get it right. Get it right. Don't
so, this is Hads or Hadia or SissyFit. I don't know what you want to call her.
Yeah, SissyFit. SissyFit. Let's go.
SissyFit. This is my sister, and I'd like to bring her in because she has actually a little bit of a story to tell about her own journey. Not so much, I'd say, fitness, but overall, like, physical well-being and what have you.
Yup. I'm not here.
Well
That's
done.
going to be like interview style.
What do you mean? It's like a podcast. You're just supposed to talk and like, it's supposed to be like, oh, this cup looks
Sorry, I'm an
gorgeous
amateur at this.
Well,
I actually don't listen to podcasts that much. I make special time out of my day to like yours, and I click the bell and I subscribe.
Wait, do you watch the long ones on YouTube?
Yes, sometimes I do. Yeah, like while I'm cooking.
Okay.
I watch it till the end.
Really?
I listen. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, with
like
your other fit buddies.
I need to just like make them more succinct, like less jabbering and stuff like we're doing now.
No. It's nice. I like it that it's casual. You know, it sounds like we're just like sitting down, hanging out.
Half the time, I'm not even.
Which is
wearing
what podcasts
pants.
are supposed to be like, right?
I guess.
You just hang out, chit chat.
So, anyway,
Yes.
So nice to have a female perspective. Now, you've never been overweight ever. I don't have any memory of you ever being overweight. MashaAllah.
No.
Barakallah. Unlike myself, where I was.
He's got fat boy syndrome, but you know he pulled through.
I did.
You pulled through, and he's out on the other
it.
side.
Yeah.
And now he can help you with your fat boy syndromes. that's the goal here. No, alhamdulillah, he's made like a real transformation. Like people do not recognize him anymore. You know, like what were you, like over 300 pounds?
Yeah, so I was like, I think at my max 330 pounds, around 150 kilograms.
Bro.
And then now I'm like around 175 pounds, which is like, I don't know, like 80 something kilograms.
Yeah.
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, and you're like, for reference, you're like what? You're almost 6 foot.
Yeah.
You're almost 6 foot, and I'm 5'1", and so like I would be like a tiny little sister.
She's like my leg.
Yeah, and I would always be with this huge, massive dude.
But I'm a lot older than you too.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're 10 years older?
Yeah, I think, or 11.
11 years.
You're turning
older.
30 this year?
Yeah, I'm turning 30.
I just exposed you. She's turning 30, and I just turned 40.
I'm gonna be 30, flirty, and thriving though. This is my decade.
Just keep telling yourself.
This is my decade. Even though the world's like falling apart, but this is my decade. How could it get any worse? How could the world get any worse? I want my money back. I want a refund.
Okay.
Anyway.
So let's get started. Okay, so like you've had a lot of health issues.
Yes.
A lot of your life. So if you want to talk a little bit about what your main ailments are, maybe some of the causes of it, and then some of the steps you've done to fix them, just in case there's people out there that have similar issues.
Yeah. So the main condition or illness
you
or
can
disease.
Look at me if you want to talk. Like, you don't have to look at the audience.
Okay.
Like, we can have it.
Okay.
Let's have a conversation.
Okay.
What's your main issue?
Okay. My main disease or illness or whatever you want to call it, my trial, my jihad, my struggle in life is I was diagnosed with scoliosis.
Okay. And what is that
at 6
for?
years old.
Like, what is that for people who don't know?
Scoliosis is when you have a curvature of the spine. And a lot of people, they don't realize like how much scoliosis impacts you. Because when you tell people, even when I grew up, I would just be like, it's just the only thing that's wrong with me is I have a curvy spine. It's just not straight. They'd be like, oh, okay. But now, like, with all the education that I've literally had to discover and find for myself because normal doctors could not provide me
with
any like substantial information about this crucial part of my life. I found out that it's much more than a curvy spine. It's actually not only does it curve, but scoliosis has like rotation involved. So it affects your posture, it affects the way you breathe, it affects your organs, like literally like.
So like, does it push on your organs then? Like your
yeah,
bones,
like
or?
I have trouble breathing, taking deep breaths, and you have chronic pain.
Constantly.
Yeah, I've had chronic pain since I was 6.
So before we get into like the treatment and things like that, what do you think, like, is it just something people are born with, or is it something like that happens, or like a nutritional issue, or like what causes scoliosis, and how common is it? Is it rare, or is it pretty common? Or?
To my knowledge that I know of, I don't think there's actually that much studies done on it. I think it might be genetic, it might skip generations.
Okay.
But I don't believe that there's a real why. Like, no one knows why it happens.
I just like
but so many people are diagnosed with scoliosis, mostly women, but men too. And it always happens at such a young age.
Because I always wondered, like, because you were born under pretty rough circumstances.
Yeah.
And I always wondered if that had something to do with, like, I think you were induced.
I mean, it probably didn't help.
So
I was like a 30-month-old.
Like
I mean, 30 days
preemie.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I probably had something to do with it, you know, like, but so I've seen perfectly healthy people diagnosed with scoliosis as well. Yeah, so there's just
if anybody,
it's a mystery disease. But
I have a question though, because from my memory, because I must have been then, I was like 14, 15 when you were going through it. So also I didn't quite get exactly what was wrong. But I just remember it was pretty like horrific. Like you had to go in for some kind of major operation. I think there was something at the top of your spine.
Yeah, this is different. Yeah.
So did that have nothing to do with your scoliosis? Or?
So I also have a condition called Arnold-Chiari malformation. That's basically when your spinal fluid is clogged up.
Okay.
At the top, and it was near like my brainstem kind of area.
Okay.
There are a lot of people who, like, I'm on a scoliosis support group on Facebook, and it's
sorry.
it helps.
Okay.
It helps you not feel so isolated. Actually, that's where I found the lady who helped me.
Oh.
Like, you need to get on Facebook groups. You need to get on like weight loss support groups.
I'm too cool for
start
Facebook.
Advertising. Okay, you're too cool for
it.
customers. You're gonna fail. What do you mean?
No, I don't mind failing. Okay. I'd rather fail in style. No, I'm just kidding.
PapaFit needs to be humbled. You need to be humbled.
Fine. You're
okay. You don't know those old people on Facebook. They need your help.
All right, so getting back to the point.
Okay.
Getting back to the point. So you had this Arnold-Chiari malformation or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
And but it had nothing, because it was the same time, wasn't it? The same time you got like a back brace or something?
Yeah. So the Arnold-Chiari, I was diagnosed at 7, and that gave me really, really horrible migraines.
Oh, that was after you found out you had scoliosis then?
I think so.
This timeline isn't adding up, Adia. Are you lying?
6 years? I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
I found 2
Get out
holes
of
in your
here.
story
This is my
already.
life story.
Well,
Oh my
you gotta
God,
get it
am I
right
still
then.
there?
Or get a life. One of the two.
Okay, I was diagnosed with scoliosis at 6.
Okay.
And then I started having really, really horrible migraines where I couldn't like move, I couldn't talk, the light hurts, like such terrible, terrible headaches.
Yeah,
I did an MRI. They found out I had this bubble in my spinal fluid, and then they did brain surgery on me when I was 7 to like basically drain out that bubble, and alhamdulillah, been good ever since.
Yeah.
But the scoliosis still, that's my main issue that I still struggle with today, and it's a lifelong like maintenance.
Okay, so let's talk about the beginning. Yeah, because it sounds like so when you were young. So also I think you had like an S-shaped spine too, right?
Yes.
Is it different? Like some people only have part of their spine.
Yeah.
So you had on both.
Yeah, I have an S curve, but scoliosis can range from 0 to 100+ degrees.
So what was your
Mine
range?
is like 40 and 30.
Okay.
And if you get to 50 degrees, that's your you're liable, not liable, what's it called?
They need to operate on you.
Yeah, you're like, you qualify for the surgery, which is not great. People like get the surgery for scoliosis correction, which is called like spinal fusion, and they basically shove your spine into a straight line and drill you.
Yeah.
With like
Actually, somebody
rods.
offered to do that to me.
Yeah.
My discs.
Yeah, so and people are like, yeah, they have a straight back, but now they're too straight. So now we're like stiff, like,
Ain't no
okay, now I
such
can't
thing,
bend. Yeah, you know, so you have pain
So
if
it's
you have
like-
scoliosis, and you have pain if you fix your scoliosis.
Yeah, and
with
then also
surgery.
the quality of life without the like.
So it's like pick
mobility
and choose your battles. Yeah, and like surgery, cutting your body open is never like the best option.
True.
Like if you can avoid it, try. I mean, I understand that there's a time and place.
So you had a 30 and 40%. So it was pretty severe, but just barely like. You,
I actually have a picture. I'll send you a picture. You can.
oh,
Here's the picture of my scoliosis.
I'm gonna put it right over your face,
Right over my face.
so we can't see you.
I'm a curvy girl. Yeah.
Okay.
Technically, I'm curvy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the worst way possible.
Okay. So we got a picture of your spine. So
There we go.
Let's get back on track somehow.
My skeleton is looking hella good
Yeah.
right now.
Out of 10.
Actually, some of my scoliosis, because I wear hijab,
Yeah.
and, you know, back in the 2000s, we were all wearing safety pins. So some of my scoliosis x-rays have
like a safety
a
pin in
safety
your
pin
hijab.
in my earrings. Yeah, so I was like, oh,
That
it's a
doesn't sound
fashion.
safe at all.
I think they missed it. They were supposed to tell me to take off all the metal. But anyway,
Healthcare is amazing here. So you.
America healthcare, the worst.
So we. You gotta live in this country, man. I'm going back to Dubai.
I'm grateful.
where
I'm
I
grateful
got
for
health
my
insurance.
liberty. I'm grateful for my
Okay,
liberty
there
and
we
my
go.
freedom of speech. Freedom of religion.
You sounding so sarcastic.
Second Amendment.
You're gonna get. Our father's like semi-high profile. You're gonna get us thrown out of the country. Stuff's falling off the table.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I have an S curves, but curves get.
All right. So how did they treat you then? So you were like 6 or 7 or whatever your story, you know, that you know.
Yeah. So after I was diagnosed at 6 years old with scoliosis, they told me, okay, now you have to wear a back brace until you stop growing. And the back brace, I'm pretty sure you remember. I think you used to put it on me when I was little.
Yep.
I think it's called a Boston back brace. It's like rock hard plastic thing, and it has padding inside that is like cushioning your curves in your spine to push it.
Did they ever have to adjust it like braces, or is always the same intensity or like the pressure?
It depends on how bad your curve is. I think that will change the width.
So did it fix the
thickness of
curve,
the
or did it
pads.
just stop it from getting worse?
Some people, it will fix the curves, but for me, it just like prevented it from getting worse as I was growing.
So you failed.
Unfortunately. Well, maybe. I mean, I was supposed to wear it so tight. They had these straps, and it's like a corset, remember? And I would cry.
And you would cry, yeah. I think
I would cry so
it was really
much.
hard, especially at the beginning. Like we
It
weren't
hurt,
as
bro.
Yeah, we weren't good
I was
at
like 6 or
enforcing
7.
it. Yeah, like that
Yeah.
was. That
And
was
I
really
had
hard
to,
do.
at one point in my life, I had to wear it for 18 hours a day.
Yeah.
And I can't breathe. Like, I can't even, like, finish meals because, like, my stomach is being squeezed so much. And, you know, when you're 6 or 7, you just want to play. Like, I was a hyper little sister, you know, growing up on our farm and everything.
I would say the only good thing,
sucked.
it wasn't like at least you could kind of put it under your clothes a little bit. Like it didn't look like those like
Yeah,
geeky
people-
kind of like Forrest Gump style like back brace.
I mean, I chose to find clothes that would cover, like, you had to wear, like, elastic bands. Like, my undies had to, like, go over my little girl boxer briefs had to go over it. And I remember, like, I'd get picked on a lot because of, like, my overly straight posture.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, why are you walking like that? I'm like, it's because I have this thing under me. And I remember little kids, like, knocking on my stomach and be like,
So,
what's that?
Like, did you embrace it at all, or was it like you really tried to avoid letting people know?
I was a little bit, I knew I was different. It kind of hurt. I mean, it didn't hurt, but whenever I had to go to the doctor every like 6 months, because you're growing constantly from 6 to 16. So I had to do x-rays every 6 months and readjust my brace, make sure my brace is the right size. So whenever I would go in for these doctor's appointments, I saw so many other kids who had all these other issues. Like, it's a bunch of disabled kids, basically, in a bunch of waiting rooms for 3 hours with their moms who look so tired. Shout out to Mama Lisa, for taking me to all these doctor's appointments.
Like, I wonder how much that cost, because I don't think we had
I had really good health insurance. We were poor. Yeah.
Oh, so you were on the free...
Yeah, we were dirt poor, so you get really good insurance when you're dirt poor.
Yeah, because there's like this middle zone that you just shouldn't live in.
Don't go in middle class. Do not recommend middle class. Stay poor.
Stay poor.
Stay poor, you get real.
Got that, kids. There's so many golden nuggets in this podcast.
Don't make an
kicked out of this country.
Stay poor. Yeah.
Stay poor and have many children.
Yeah. Get that WIC cards. Get those food stamps.
Yeah.
You're good.
Nom, nom, nom.
Yeah.
At least they're like
yummy 1% Walmart milk. Let's go.
At least it's like digital cards now, right? Yeah. They don't give you full fat.
Back in the day, like WIC wouldn't give me full fat milk.
What?
Yeah. They're like,
but
you can get 1% even though I'm pregnant.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm telling you,
and isn't 1% more expensive? Like in Dubai, like
I don't
the
ask
lower
questions.
fat, the lower
it's
fat
free
costs more
food,
money.
amen. It's free food.
Yeah, maybe you should ask some questions.
I'm poor.
You were poor.
I was poor.
No,
those were the good old days.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we made it on the other side. Well, you made it. Bobby, did you see him expose me in that other video?
About being poor?
Yeah.
You know what? But our hearts are rich. we are rich on the inside. Okay.
A little like laugh or cry. All right, so
anyway,
you wore the brace. Yeah. You wore the brace for like until you were 16.
Yeah, 6 to 16 years old, 18 hours a day. It was very painful, like very, very uncomfortable, just to hold my spine into place as I'm growing taller. And then when I was 16, I checked with my doctor, and he's like, "All right, it looks like you're not growing anymore." 5'1", but
I'll try and put that in centimeters because a lot of my people are in UAE, so they won't know what 5'1" is.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's tiny.
American. What are we, metric system?
Yeah, like the whole world system.
Okay. Anyway, he said you're done growing. You're 5'1". You're good. You don't have to wear a brace anymore. All you have to do is not jump on trampolines and don't lift anything that's heavy.
Okay.
And you're good. That's literally what he said. Yeah. I'm like, cool. And then fast forward to maybe 5 years later, I get married. My back pain is starting to hurt a little bit more.
Was this before or after kids?
Before kids, it started to hurt. Like, I'm in chronic pain anyway. My dad, our dad does acupuncture on me. That helps. Massages are always painful. If anyone touches me, it hurts. Like, the pain would get so bad that I would just like take ibuprofen, Advil, whatever.
Yeah.
Panadol. Panadol.
UAE is awesome. UAE is awesome. Stop hating.
But like, it wasn't sustainable. Like, I thought this was my life.
The rest of your life.
Yeah, I thought I was just chronic pain forever.
Yeah.
And then I had one kid, and pregnancy was insane. Scoliosis with pregnancy is not a joke. It's
because you already have pressure on your organs and stuff.
Yes,
right?
I already have pressure on my organs. I'm already, like, imagine, okay, when you play on your phone.
Yeah. For
too long, you get tech neck or whatever.
Okay.
You know, or just at the desk for a long time. You're in pain, right? Because bad posture.
Yeah.
I have posture that I thought I couldn't fix. Like, I'm chronically
in a bad posture
twisted
position.
like this.
Yeah.
And one of my legs is longer than the other, and one of my hips is higher than the other, and my rib cage is rotating, and my neck is sticking out, and my pelvis is shifted.
Yeah, you're really weird.
Really, really curvy. Really, really, really curvy.
Okay. So you had the baby, and then like.
Yeah, so then you add 30 pounds or whatever you're supposed to gain when you gain baby weight.
Like an alien thingy growing inside
and you're already, like, now my posture's even worse because I have this humongous
like weight
belly,
front loading,
and I'm tiny, bro. So like that belly looked huge on me.
Yeah.
Like, I could not handle it. And then I had 3 kids, and after that third kid, and nursing especially, like, you won't know because you got useless nipples. Yeah. Men,
My nipples
all
are
men
amazing.
out there
No,
with
they're
useless
amazing.
nipples.
It makes us look good in swimming costumes. What movie was that from?
I don't know.
That was from a movie, like a kid was explaining. Anyway.
I don't know.
Oh, it's the one. Oh,
Anyway.
Dennis the Menace.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah,
So
Dennis
they
the Menace.
so they don't look weird in
Classic
swimming
Dennis the
costumes.
Menace. Anyway,
So with nursing.
with
the
nursing, constantly holding a baby, constantly hunching, my scoliosis pain was just out of control. Like I was crying. I'm like, I can't live like this anymore. I have to find something
Okay.
to do because I can't, like the acupuncture, the massage. I did start doing Pilates after my first child,
Yeah.
and that helped a little bit. Like I felt stronger, but I was still in pain. So that's when I went on the scoliosis Facebook support group.
So this is after your first kid?
that you make fun of. That was after this
Okay.
era.
Okay.
I don't know. It's all blur now. I was not sleeping with all
Okay.
these little babies, but
So it was either after baby 1 or baby 2.
yeah. So then I got on this Facebook.
So what, did you just like
support
Google
group.
nerds who care a lot about scoliosis, and then that group popped up, or how did you stumble on that? Or like, I'm serious. No,
See what I have to deal with?
No, but if somebody
The
wanted to
abuse?
find it,
The emotional abuse?
I'm trying to guide them on how to be more digitally literate and
By
search
calling
correctly.
them nerds?
We're all nerds.
Be nice!
How about
Okay.
You're gonna wake up the kids.
Well, okay.
By the way, it's 9:30 at
Okay,
night.
sorry. Well, you keep interrupting me.
Okay, we'll talk.
Okay. The pain was so bad, I needed to find something. So I type in scoliosis because I'm seeing that like Facebook groups are a thing.
Yeah.
And I saw from my sister-in-law that she's on all these different Facebook groups, and I'm like, maybe there's a scoliosis one, and lo and behold, there was one, and it has like so many members, like thousands and thousands of people who have scoliosis just like me, and everyone's posting their X-ray. Sorry, I just touched them.
You're fine. Do you like our clips, by the way?
Yeah.
We got this. So you get on the Facebook group that had thousands of followers.
Yeah,
and then what
thousands
did
of
you
followers,
do?
and it felt like really reassuring. I'm like, oh man, there's a whole world out here of people just like me, you know, who are suffering just like me. And then that's where I found my savior, Dr. Meg. Shout out Dr. Meg.
All right.
On Instagram, she's the scolio therapist.
I'll put her Instagram up here.
But I found her on a scoliosis support group, and she was advertising her program. And I went to her Instagram page, and she was posting before and after pictures of people with scoliosis. And she does a program that is called Scolio Pilates. So it's like Pilates specifically tailored to scoliosis. Like each person like sends in their x-rays and their curves, and she will make a workout plan specifically for your curve type.
Nice.
And the results are crazy. Like they look like different people. And I could not believe it. And I like stalked her for like 6 months, like watching her post like little videos of tips and tricks with scoliosis, and I was learning so much. And then finally I called her, and the discovery call, and I saved up money because this ain't cheap. Like it's basically physical therapy mixed with personal training. She's like a doctor, you know. Yeah. And it was a little bit scary to take the leap because she's in South Carolina and I'm in Florida. So her program, she offers online coaching.
Oh, nice.
And I was like really skeptical. I'm like, how is she going to fix me over webcam, like over Zoom? She's just going to watch me exercise on Zoom for 1 hour.
Yeah.
And it's going to work. But she actually told me on the phone call, she said, no, actually my online clients have better results than my in-person clients because they work that much harder. Like they really mean business, you know, like if you're signing up for this.
Yeah.
And then
I've seen it in the fitness world too, same thing. The people who invest and like take that leap, they like, you can tell that they're ready to go. They're primed.
Yeah.
So the 6 months where you were kind of flirting around, looking at her post, probably getting a few free, exercises here and there. That's when you're But
Yeah, I was
you know,
trying to
the
convince
minute
myself.
you pay, and it's kind of almost like
Yeah.
there's no turning back.
Yeah. So I saved the money, and I was like, you know what? I've tried everything. Let's do it. And lo and behold, which is makes me angry to this day, is that like my doctor told me don't lift anything heavy. But guess what I'm doing? I am, the whole program is building muscle. And I do a little bit of weight training. And so it's not, you can't lift heavy things or you can't lift weights. It's just how you lift the weights.
Yeah. Shout out to Ali. So the guy on my last podcast said something extremely similar. So he has disc issues like me. Doctors told him avoid lifting heavy things, avoid deadlifting.
Yeah.
And he said, ironically, when he started deadlifting again, that's when he saw a lot of improvement. Same here, actually.
I did not realize, none of these doctors told me that weightlifting will literally give me pain relief. I'm like, so that's the solution to less pain is getting stronger physically, like getting buff will get rid of my pain.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Get swole. And there's a lot of like other benefits that will come with that. Now you can do like way more things, like
Yes.
your functional life.
Yes. Like, like I can deal with my kids now. Like I went from like you don't hold anything and then you give birth to a baby and you're carrying like 8 pounds all the time out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And that baby is growing 9 pounds, 10 pounds, 11. I was like, oh my
Especially
God.
your newest one.
My chunkster, yeah.
Mashallah.
My 1.5-year-old, he's a thick boy with 2 C's.
Yeah. He's
Solid.
I think he's double the weight of my daughter.
He's,
Like I think almost, maybe not double, but he's like 75% heavier. And
okay.
they're 2 weeks apart in age.
She's lean. She's lean.
She is. She's
But,
on a cut. He's definitely on a bulk.
My little Reese, who's 8 days older than her,
Yeah,
is a little thick boy, But anyway, so like it kind of like made me see the system.
So how long did it take before you were like, oh yeah, this is money well spent? And what was like the format of it too? Like,
Yes,
like was there an app, or did she just like make you record yourself, or did you fill out questionnaires? Like how the heck did she monitor you, fix you, support you?
Yeah, so the first step was to show her my x-rays. She looked at my posture. Like it was a first initial assessment.
Yeah.
She saw the way I walked, the way I squatted, how I hold my posture from the front, the sides, the back, everything. So, and then after that, we did once a week for 1 hour, 1 hour like fitness class.
Was it like a full body session pretty much?
Yeah, it's pretty much a full body session, but it's organized by curve type. So I was put in a Zoom call group, a small group coaching with other women.
So you had like other people with
Yeah, but we all had the same S curves.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Did you guys get like matching t-shirts and stuff?
No, we're just matching spines only.
No.
If you don't have our spine, you can't be in the group.
It's like blood in, blood out. That's like some gangster stuff.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, so a bunch of S curves, which was really nice for me because I felt like
But
I'm not alone. Like
no, not only
they
that,
all
but
have
like
the same struggles as me.
and you can also offline probably ask them a whole bunch of crap.
Yeah,
that
she's
is
very
related,
helpful.
like specific, not just her, but then even your co-whatever's S's, your co-S's.
My co-S's, yeah. No, we would be like, oh, my hip is clicking. Is anyone else's hips clicking when you do this? And we're like, yeah, me too.
And then you'd be like, oh, thank
Dr.
God.
Meg's like, it's fine, keep going. And we're like, oh. Alrighty then. So yeah, we did the an hour once a week session. And then she would also send me a video every week, like homework. Where it's like 10 to 20 minute video that I follow for 1 week.
Now,
so
how
I do
religious
week 1,
were you on this?
Week
like,
2,
did
week
you
3.
actually do every single thing, or did you have like off weeks, or like because life happens?
Yeah, life happens. I'm supposed to do it every day, ideally, but 5 times a week.
5 times a week, so 5 out of 7.
Yeah, which
And
is pretty good.
And you were like pretty much 5 out of 7 the whole.
I was
program.
committed. I spent this money, and I was desperate.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to say that I didn't try.
5 out of 7 is really good. Yeah. That's like.
I mean, this is me.
Majority.
I have a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old.
So you're busy.
And a husband. And my entire family except him. He can't handle the family. He's hiding in Dubai, but that's okay.
Maybe there's other reasons.
Maybe there's other reasons.
Yeah,
no,
maybe.
he's got his Dubai queen, his wifey's queen. But yeah, I paid money. I was like, no, I'm going all in. I'm very good. Like when I make a decision, I go all in. I'm not going to give up.
I think we share that.
Yeah, I'm passionate. Like if I make a decision, I'm going to go all in. So yeah, I did an initial assessment. I had my homework that I did once a week, and then my hour class once a week.
Your homework you did daily, and then 1 hour class a week. And how long was that for, roughly?
6 months.
6 months.
It was a 6-month program.
And then, so I'm assuming she kind of tweaked it along the way as you were getting stronger, or you were like you would adapt it, or?
No, it was.
So it's just about keeping you consistent.
Yeah, and I had an initial assessment, and then we had a midway assessment.
And the assessments, is it like the pictures again?
It's pictures.
Like you're walking just to see.
Yeah. It's pictures and my posture and things like that.
So
she's seeing that it's getting better.
It's very like objective, right? It's not just like like you can see like clear results.
Physically, I look different. Like
it wasn't like, I think I'm better. Like you could see.
So by the 2 months into my 6-month program, my pain started to decrease.
Wow.
And I was like, this is crazy.
Wait, so 2 months into it. So during the first 2 months, were you like pissed off?
I was
that's
patient.
Kind of a long time.
You know what? You got to trust the system.
People out there.
You got to trust the process, you know? Like if someone tells you to do something, patience is key.
Especially someone like she's like you said, a doctor and a physiotherapist. I think she's like a life coach and this and that. No.
And Dr. Meg specifically has scoliosis herself.
Ooh.
That's a big thing.
So it helps when someone.
I trust this lady because she suffered like the rest of us, you know. But she
that's kind of how
figured it out.
That's how I try and hook people into weight loss with me. I used to be fatty.
Yeah, so like what?
I've been there, kids.
Yeah, so be like, I was a fat boy too.
Yeah,
I was a fat boy too. I understand.
I
understand you binge eating.
I know, but now I'm sexy.
Yeah, now you're sexy.
Look at all this.
Sexy. Quotation mark. It's okay.
Sorry.
We already established that we're rich on the inside. You're sexy. Whatever all these labels.
All right, curvy.
I'm curvy. Curvy in all the wrong ways.
So you're kind of fixed now. Are you still doing sessions with her? Are you sort of independent?
No. So this whole thing was like phase 1. And the 6-month program, it got rid of my pain, went from 100% pain all the time daily to maybe 0 to 20% pain. Which is really good. Insane.
Yeah, that's really good.
And it all came from building muscle.
So
blew my mind.
Are you still at that percentage, or have you kind of like?
Now I haven't been doing
off the wagon,
I haven't. So that was phase 1, and phase 1 was building muscle, but also like I was kind of like a baby. Like it's like she taught me how to walk again. It's like I'm learning posture. Like it's brain. What's it called?
It's like reprogramming.
Yeah, I'm like reprogramming my brain and my muscles to walk differently, to hold things differently.
Yeah, it's not easy.
She would also send me like tips, weekly tips on like simple things like how to make your bed with scoliosis, how to unload the dishwasher, with how to drive, how to walk, how to put on makeup. Those are like really, you don't realize how much you're messing with your spine. And she taught me ways to live my life.
were you able to like message her anytime you wanted though, or like get on a call, or like how did that work then?
I mean, I saw her every week, so she would always ask me, "Do you have any questions? How were the exercises this week? Did you notice anything? And if anything hurts me, she would be like, she would adjust it for me, make sure I'm not hurting myself." So yeah, but it really changed my life. It empowered me. I have like hope in the world again that I don't have to be in chronic pain anymore.
Okay.
I also like women, especially people tell us like not to lift weights and things like that. And now I'm like, wait a second, that's really, BS. Now I'm kind of.
It really pisses me off.
I have to like relearn like health. I'm like, what the heck? What are these nutritionists doing?
And
they didn't teach us this in school. They should teach us this in elementary school, like how to take care of our bodies and stuff.
So I love the message, clearly. And I love the fact that, like, because it was online, like, it opens up so many more opportunities for people around the world. Because I think before, like, if you were lucky enough to have a very specialist in your area, you would be helped. If not, you're screwed. probably the costs can somehow get managed a little bit, like with online, where instead of, maybe it's like 60% cheaper if you're in a group class instead of a, one-on-one, or,
it's very convenient to do things online.
Yeah.
Because you don't know my timings and my schedule, and
I agree. No, I think
everyone's
if you're a parent,
busy. Everyone's busy.
Yeah, especially like Arabs, where we have like
we have like 10 million relatives.
Family commitments.
Yeah, everyone's like, you're not visiting me. Haram.
When you called me, you sounded different.
How comes you visit this person and not this person? You don't love me anymore.
Okay, well, I think I've gotten most of what I need out of you. Can you just quickly explain some of these toys? Because I'm not going to lie, I've been very distracted this whole time. Yeah. Like, what do you got going here?
Well, these are just some of the props.
Okay.
I use a lot of props with scoliosis.
All right. So
whatever you're doing, Pilates, a lot of Pilates exercises, we'll use the squish ball for behind our backs. I don't know if you know.
Arch in your back.
Yeah, we are supposed to avoid hunching, twisting, rotating as much as possible.
Okay.
So like in Pilates, we do in classic Pilates, like the roll up. I don't know if you've seen it. Like you curve your spine, you curve up. We don't do that.
Is it like the, what do they call it? The J curve, where you kind of slowly go all the way down?
We don't do a lot of this kind of thing. Whatever this is,
Can you do, what don't you do? Okay.
Anyway, so we use this Pilates ball for behind our back, and we do a lot of the core stuff, but with a straight back.
Okay, so that helps you keep your back in position.
Yeah, and also we put it like in between our knees when we're doing core work too.
So it lets you
it's just keeping us as straight as we can, aligned. Yes, so that helps a lot. And then these things, if you ever wore a back brace, you know the padding in the back brace. I use these so my bigger curve is near my ribs, and then I have my second curve, which is near my hip. So anytime I'm doing floor exercises, like leg lifts or whatever Pilates moves, when I'm laying on the floor, I make sure that I prop my curves, and it helps me from derotating, and I'm working my abs way more because I'm not messing it up by twisting and turning.
So once again, it just helps keep
me aligned. Yeah. And we use a lot of yoga blocks. Shout out to my baby for teething.
Oh, these are bite marks?
Yes.
That's so gangster. Hold on, let's try and zoom in on that. Oh my God, do you feed this kid? this is...
Hashtag mom life, you know? This is exercise at home. You don't have fancy equipment or whatever. Sometimes you have little kids just taking chunks out of your yoga blocks.
I'm pretty sure if the kid was well fed, though, they wouldn't be going after your yoga block. Buy some blocks of cheese and you'd save the yoga block life. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, calm down.
All right, where are we next?
We also have, I think this is called a Franklin ball.
After Benjamin Franklin?
I don't know.
Does it cost $100?
I don't ask. No. Oh. These were kind of expensive. These are like you have to buy.
Where do you buy all this stuff, by the way?
So these things are from Amazon.
Okay.
But these see, it says www.scoliopilates.com.
Yeah.
And they are specific for these scoliosis exercises. So these are custom. Like you have to get your
measured.
Yeah, like your curves, depending on how your curves.
So if I was
how big
like Dr. Megan, is that her name?
Dr. Meg, yeah.
I would definitely, because
Dr. Megan Teed.
she should like either have a partnership with this company and like let it be like an extra add-on.
I'm not sure.
Like she needs to be like making a percentage.
This is her thing, yeah.
Because we used an online sleep consultant once, like for our daughter, and she sold also the sleeping sacks that they sleep in, and it was a really good one, and like we were happy to, so it's a nice little like side tag on.
Some merch. Scoliosis merch.
Scoliosis merch.
Yeah. So these have been like life-changing. And the biggest important prop that I have, which is not here, is my pull-up bar.
Oh, yeah.
We do pull-up bar twice a day.
You haven't tried my
thing yet, morning and night. We do a lot of shoulder, I don't know what they're called, but
elevation
and depressions.
Scat pulls. Where you do your scat pull.
So we do that.
Active hanging.
And a lot of like leg lifts while I'm hanging. Cool. But that just made my
pull-ups, they're the goat.
My posture way better, yeah. So basically with all this, I am now able to do what my brace was doing, that painful, that painful, horrible torture chamber of a back brace, and I'm now able to hold my spine instead of a back brace with my muscles.
You ever watched like Dr. House before?
Yeah, my husband loves that show.
Yeah.
I think he's almost done with it.
Yeah. So he's like really grumpy because he's in pain all the time.
Yeah.
I figured, why didn't you become less annoying as your pain decreased?
You really want to get into this? You want to get into this right now?
Just saying.
Bro.
There should be a correlation. Like before I get it, you were like a whiny little, and you didn't have scoliosis friends and stuff. But now you have thousands of scoliosis Facebook friends, and you're like 80% pain free. So what's up with the attitude?
I'm still a bitch. Why are you asking?
There it is.
Why are you still a bitch?
It. She said it.
I'm not a bitch. Hey, well, you're a bitch. You're mama.
I think that's what a bitch would say. Anyway.
This is bullying.
No.
This is a hate crime.
I changed her diapers.
True.
Respect me.
True.
Yeah.
Not anymore, though.
No,
not anymore.
Don't change your diapers anymore. Your husband is.
How long are you gonna hang this over my head? I change your diapers. Okay, you were being a big brother. What am I supposed to do? Change my own damn diapers when I'm 2 months old? I'm not doing that.
That's what a rock star.
You want to thank you? Yeah. Thank you for changing my diapers.
You're welcome. Been waiting so many years for this moment.
Can we move on?
I think we're done. I think what else do you want to talk about? We talked about your online stuff, your scoliosis. Your life is amazing now. You have 3 kids. You flexed at whatever. Florida girl, you're off.
Florida girl.
Well done. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the public before you go? I
don't know. Am I subscribe?
No.
Click the bell.
I wasn't waiting for you. I was legitimately asking if you wanted, or if I could just end it. I still haven't figured out a way how to end these. So they're all just very sudden.
Maybe.
I think it's
like, okay, bye. Yeah. We're done. Bye. Inshallah, you'll be, successful in your weight loss coaching.
Yeah.
And, you seem like you're very passionate about it.
Well, yeah, it is.
You've changed your own life. I changed my life with my scoliosis, and you
and here's the
did
thing,
the work,
like
the research,
fixing your problems.
Trial and error.
No, but guys, so like the main point I like to make is that fixing your lives, it's not about, in her case, pain, in my case, like aesthetics or looks, being overweight or fat. Like, it's what it brings on, like, other things in your life. So, for example, for me, I was able to then have children.
Yeah.
It's improved my career, improved my mood, improved my, for you, it was probably doing a lot of little things like playing with the kids where there's certain things you couldn't do before, and now you're able to do. So that's really what you're buying by fixing yourself.
Your life.
Yeah, no, you're getting your life back.
I can live now.
Sometimes it's priceless, but you do have to put in the time and effort. So, for example, if you half-assed that and you only did 1 or 2 days a week, and then, you made excuses, somebody's birthday, we got to travel, we got to, you probably wouldn't have gotten to where you are. So, like, you got to put in the effort, though. And that is like the red pill. It won't just no one will do it for you, no matter how much you pay.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
If you want it enough, you do it. I don't know. Does that mean?
No, it's like
that's how corny. I feel, though. What?
Corny.
I don't think it's corny. I mean, like,
say it again into the mic, like really deep.
If you want it enough, you do it.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be corny. I'm trying to be mean.
Oh, you're trying to be mean?
Yeah.
She's trying to scare you straight.
I'm like, why? If you want to lose weight, then like,
and
do
a lot of people don't
Inshallah.
think they want it, but yeah, there has to be a click moment where you're like, yeah,
this is what I want, and I'm gonna figure it out.
Yep, and you'll get there.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
With God's blessing.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. It's only with Allah's, with God's will that I was able to find something that worked for me. So hopefully everyone watching will find what they need in life. Inshallah.
All right.
In their health and fitness journeys.
You should have been a motivational speaker.
Amen. I don't know. I don't have anything. Together.